Now today we're going to read this. This is a printout that I get from this yeshiva. The printout is called the Yama Chochma, the Sea of Wisdom, and this is from the teachers of. These are the students of the Talmidim of the Goen Tzaddik, Rabbi Yitzchak, Meyer, Morgenstern, Shlita. Let's go over that again. They write from the teachings of a Rabbi, the Gaon and Tzaddik, Rabbi Yitzchak, Meyer, Morgenstern, Shlita. Now, this is a publication of someone who is really related to the Satmar Hasidim. These are Hungarian Hasidim of Satmar. Middle Eschat is a very interesting group, and I had the pleasure of davening with them for many, many years, for probably 40 years, something like that, in their shtibel from time to time. And I got to know them. Amongst them, not all of them, but amongst them are real Kabbalists, spirit people who are very, very seriously devoted to Hashem. And this is one of them, Rabbi Yitzchak, Meyer, Morgenstern, Shlita. Now, he has a completely Hasidic way of talking. He refers to his Talmidim, his Hasidim, referred to him as a tzaddik. And he's a person that is really at the center of a group of people who are learning really BRESLOV Hasidus, and also the Torah of the Uriah Kodesh, and the Zohar, and all of the mystical writings that are deeply involved in it. So today we're this, just let me add this, Rabbi Yitzchak Meyer Morgenstern is also a contemporary of Rabbi Yosef Chaim Mimran, but they're very, very different. Where Rabbi Yitzchak Meyer Morgenstern is from a Hasidic background, and you're going to hear his Torah, which has a lot of similarities to other things, in regards to Rabbi Yosef Chaim Mimran, who is from a Sephardic tradition. But both are English speakers. I think they went to yeshiva together at one time, and I'm not sure exactly of those details, but I want to read something that he wrote here about Lag BaOmer. So to get you a little taste of where Rabbi Morgenstern is coming from. Let me see if I can bring this down again. Now he speaks really from a Hasidic point of view, so therefore you're going to see a lot of names during, as we read some of these, and maybe over the course of time we'll see some. He says the Mittler Rebbe said, so first of all, the topic here, Lag BaOmer, sweetening the strict judgments through Lag BaOmer. Now Lag BaOmer, if you know a little bit Kabbalah, is the day when the name of Elokim, which is the name of judgment, of din, and punishment, because it's constriction. The name of constriction is changed slightly to some of the letters that move it to the right, which is a little bit more chesed. Instead of the name Elokim, it becomes the name Akadetam, which is a change in the middle three letters of the name Elokim, all of those letters moving to the right. This is not the place to really discuss that, but I want to say this. This is the time of a little bit of sweetening in the midst of all the death that took place at the time of Rabbi Shimon by Rabbi Akiva and all of his Talmidim, and all of that time, the dying stopped. Doesn't mean that people didn't die on this day. But this is the day when the dying stopped. So he says this, sweeten the strict judgments through Lag BaOmer. The Mittler Rebbe said that Lag BaOmer is the main time when Hashem's kindnesses are drawn down for the rest of the year. So as I said, moving to the right is assigned in the analysis of the Uri, and the right is a side of kindness. Nature Teva derives from Hashem's name of Elokim, which has the same gematria as HaTeva, the nature. And Elohim refers to what we call midas adin, punishment. But it seems to be us punishment, maybe a good thing, but to us it's punishing. Our main hope lies in drawing down Hashem's supernatural conduct, in which he acts above nature, which comes from his name as a Havaya. It's not nature anymore, which is all dinim and creating and constantly changing, to Havaya, which is beyond it. This is accomplished by revealing the holiness of the secrets of the Torah through the power of Rashbi Rebbe Shimon Bar Yochai. Just as the secrets of the Torah illuminate the surface meaning of the Torah, so too can we reveal Hashem's merciful conduct of above nature from within his simple conduct of nature. Now, what he means by that is to say like this: you live in a world in which there's trouble. And he wants to say that that's the nature of nature. The world is created in din. But he says, and his words are, through the merciful conduct of above nature, from when the simple conduct of nature, meaning that within the nature itself, there are doorways to find God. Now he wants to tell us that truly bounding with Rashbi, with Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, we need to bind ourselves with Rashbi. Not only in the general sense, we must truly grab onto the light of the truth. Although it is a very great tikkun for the neshama to travel to the tomb of Rashbi on Lag BaOmer, and this, of course, they do. I'm here in Boca Raton, and I'm not gifted with that, but this is what he says. In Eretz Yisrael, his followers go to the tomb of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, the Rashbi, and they go on Lag BaOmer. But it's not enough just to go. The main thing is to accept upon oneself to learn the Torah teachings of Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai as expounded upon in the Holy Zohar, and to truly, genuinely, and authentically enter in Avodas Hashem in the same way that the true tzaddikim did. We must not fool ourselves. We must create a genuine bond to bind our souls with the souls of the true tzaddikim, the Yechidei Hadoros, those unique people who come to teach us the pathways of Hashem, individuals throughout the generations. They guide us to the way of truth and show us how to search for godliness in the midst, I should add, of this darkness that we find ourselves very often within. Godliness until we merit to attain the 50 gates of holiness and to purify our body, that shall we be totally pure and become a suitable vessel to reveal God's godliness in the world and to come and see Hashem. So move on a little bit more. So he says that that's what it is, to become a Talmud of Rashbi. The main thing is to become a student of Rashbi, which is to know that the main thing is Emunah. The letters of the Torah, now try to understand this, that more than anything else that you do, Avodah, is to build you up into the fact where you realize that Hashem is all there is, and stay to that. That's faith. The letters of the Torah themselves are really bound up with Emunah. We should not only be searching for spiritual pleasure and light, rather the main thing is to obtain Emunah and not to take our minds off this idea of Emunah. Now I'm going to read it again. I see we have bad focus, and I need a drink, so give me a second here. So I got a little drink, and let's go back and read this again because I got focus. The main thing is to become a student of Rashbi. Now he says, what is a student of Rashbi? Student of Rashbi is to know that the main thing is Emunah. The letters of the Torah themselves are really bound up with Emunah. We're living in a dark place. Hashem is nothing. The light of Hashem is not physical. You can't find it that way. We should not only be searching for spiritual pleasure and light, rather the main thing is to obtain Emunah and not to take our minds off Emunah. When we travel to the tomb of Rashbi, so let's say that we're part of the caravans that are going to be going up to Mount Meron, which incidentally, now, time of war, this place is a place that is zeroed in. It's very close to the Lebanese border. We understand that there are rockets fired in that direction because on top of Mount Meron now is also an Israeli listening post. There's a fort there. When we travel to the tomb of Rashbi, we need to accept upon ourselves that we will never take our minds off Torah. Therefore should we be learning all the time. He says all the time, and constantly be connected with Emunah. If we ever think that any level or revelation that we experience is the main thing, then we were forgetting the main point, which is to reach the essence of Emunah and the essence of Torah. Now, another word, word for Emunah, used by the Kabbalists, is the word Malchus. Is to understand that in the midst of everything that's going on, all the nonsense and the pain of this world, in the midst of that is Malchus, can be found. This is the day of Rabbi Shimon. The words of the Torah contain the phrase, I am Hashem, your God, which is the level that reveals the kingdom of heaven. This is what man was created for, to reveal that, and here's the phrase, Malchusecho Malchus Kol Amim, your kingdom is a kingdom for all eternity. Now what it really means, a way to say this, is that the eternity is within this world, but hidden. As a result, that's our job. Our job is to have the munah that this kingdom actually is here. It is the oneness of all things from which everything grows, even things which are not so good. We have to seek, search, and strive to reach and fulfill the heavenly intention of the world's very purpose. We should not make Kabbalah or even Hasidus into the main thing, though we certainly need to have the Kabbalah and we need to have the Hasidus to get us background and get us going. Our goal should not be to try attaining the title of Mekubal. Somebody says, I'm a Mekubal, or a person who is an expert in Hasidus, because that would just be missing the point. Then the main goal. The only thing we actually need to be searching for is to become connected and attached to Hashem. If you think that Rabbi Morgenstern's Chavrusa, or Chaver, was Rabbi Mimran, we see that they're saying the same thing. Different ways, different people, different backgrounds. The only thing should be searching for is to become connected. That's why the Rabbi Mimran's book is called The Ultimate Connection with Hashem, and attached to Hashem, because Hashem is eternity and is within our midst. Then, as a result of this, we will receive Hasidus and Kabbalah as well. We will get all of this together at the same time, but the Munah will bring to you that. He means to say the attachment will bring you to this, which are the outer shell and manifestation of the Panemius. Now understand that Kabbalah, most Kabbalists, are people that we understand that this is the study of what's called Panemius. Panemius means inside, because our understanding is, as far as this world is concerned, what we can relate to, and according to the Holy Rabbi, is that the God of all things, Ani Hashem Bekerev Haaretz, I am Hashem in the middle, I am in the midst of everything. He's inside of it. And so through this, for our munah is that we could seek that. Our munah is that we can find it. However, the ultimate goal that we, let me just as a little bit more, let's hope that I can pick it up here, that we can consider, let's see, he has a problem here, 1 second, let me stop and see if I can find it. So in the middle of what I was saying, I can't find the rest of this piece. So we'll just go and start like this again, just to finish it off. The only thing we should be searching for is to be connected and attached to Hashem. Then as a result of this, we will receive both the understanding of Hasidus and Kabbalah along with it, which are the outer and shell and manifestation of the Panemius that's inside. However, the ultimate goal that we need to attain is Emunah. I just finished it off myself because we really couldn't find it. Sometimes there's some errors in the way they put this together. This is Baruch Fleischman. This is the Tikkun Elevator Kollel, and we'll try to get back at it again and see it again.